It is 4:40 on your hometown station, KHTS. Joining me in studio, one of my favorites, my main man, Myles McNamara, owner, CEO, president, galactic overlord of Comfort Keepers in-home care, not only here in the Santa Clarita Valley, but also in the San Fernando Valley.
You forgot Grand Poobah.
Grand Poobah. He is sans leather jacket, but he's got a nice jean shirt. It's Comfort Keepers swag. I'm jealous. I want one of those the next time you come in.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, thanks, Myles. Size large. So the obligatory background refresher on what it is that Comfort Keepers in-home care does.
Right. For our listeners who aren't familiar with home care and may be needing it, I get a lot of feedback like, I wish I knew you were there when my mom needed help. We are non-medical. Our caregivers are not nurses. We come into the home and keep our seniors safely in their own home and help them with all the activities of daily living. We help them with their meal preparation, their showering if need be. Some of our clients have incontinent care needs. We take them to doctor's appointments. We help around the house with laundry, shopping, what have you. We're basically that adult child so that the adult kids can come over and be that.
Right.
You know, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. We're actually the caregiver instead of the adult child having to do that. So when the adult kids can come visit mom and dad, they can just be the kids having fun and quality time with their parents instead of running around doing chores and doing the shopping and meal prep and all those types of things. Got that backwards there when I came out. I've said it so often. I can't believe that. But yeah, so we do the things around the house to keep mom and dad there safely, look in on them, and then when the adult kids can come over, they can be the kids. They don't have to be the caregiver.
You're taking the stress out of the whole situation.
Absolutely.
So what I love about the Comfort Keepers in-home care website is the stats. I'm a big stats guy. And one of the stats that I love is more people need care than ever. As a baby boomer generation continues to age, the number of seniors requiring support and care is expected to double over the next 2 decades. So not only is it the baby boomers who need help, as you mentioned, it's also the kids who need relief as well. So, Myles, my question is, this increase, it's good for business. It's good that you guys are able to provide that kind of resource, that outlet, that assistance. But I suppose it could also be problematic for your industry as well. Comfort Keepers in-home care, you guys have been in business 2 decades now, over 2 decades, so you guys are trustworthy, you guys are reputable. But have you seen or have you gotten the sense that there's some less than reputable companies out there kind of trying to take advantage of this boon in the in-home care market?
It's gotten a little more difficult. It used to be where you could just throw a shingle on your door and say, we do home care, but finally home care became licensed in the state of California 2 years ago. So now you have to be what they call a home care organization or a licensed HCO. So that should be the first question anybody asks. Fortunately, Comfort Keepers really exceeded all the licensure requirements that came into play already. So it was a no-brainer for us. We just had to send the state our money. But it really brought into, the caregivers have to be fingerprinted and criminal background search through the DOJ database. We do even a local background check that drills down to the local level. And then training and just a whole slew of requirements came in. But you're right. And there are actually people out there who are saying, oh, yeah, we're licensed. And they're not. And again, it's a very costly industry, unfortunately. So it's mostly private pay. So they kind of come in and try to lowball and offer an unrealistic price. But then you don't know who you're getting in your home. That caregiver hasn't been properly trained. They're not properly supervised. They may not have had a criminal background search done. The agency may not have workers' comp insurance. So if the caregiver gets injured in the home, they throw it onto the client. So yeah, there's a slew of dangers out there that you need to use a reputable, licensed home care organization.
Comfort Keepers in-home care, you can visit the website, comfortkeepers.com, and I guess the price is all variable depending on the level of care that's required, but roughly on average, kind of how much is it per month?
Well, I don't it's mid-20s, to high 20s, and again, you can't lead with price. You have to talk to a family, you have to build the value. That's business 101. It's because it's not all about the money. It's about the care, it's about the reputation, it's about the training, it's about the supervision, it's about the proper insurances. So we sometimes get a lot of calls from people. I'm just shopping, give me a price, and I say, well, and I would usually lead, let's talk. Because if it's all about the price, we're probably not the company for you because you can't be the best and the cheapest.
Right.
And again, if you're a licensed home care organization, it's a mathematical formula. We're all pretty comparably priced. but it's more about your placement in the community, and that's where we, I think, rise above the rest. We've been in Santa Clarita for almost 18 years. I personally am involved in the community. I serve on boards around town at Henry Mayo Hospital with our Valley Industrial Association Senior Center. So it's, again, it takes a lot of trust to ask somebody to put someone in your mom or dad's home unsupervised. So there's a level of trust, responsibility, and you have to earn that. You can't just get it by having a low price.
So you mentioned the training session, or really the whole training process that Comfort Keepers in-home care, the individuals go through, the background checks and everything. One of the services that you guys do is you guys cook meals for the people that you're caring for.
Right.
Is there a taste test that you have to approve for Comfort Keepers?
Well, we do have that in our training program, and again, a lot of our seniors have restrictive diets,
right?
Low sodium diets. So we have to understand each client on an individual basis. They may be diabetic, they may be high blood pressure because of sodium. So there's a lot of things that come into play. So that's all part of our pre-assessment when we meet the client and decide what care plan best fits their needs. A lot of times it is dietary, and they have to follow a restriction that's usually given by their physicians. We don't make those decisions. We just follow the directions. But yeah, I mean, and hydration is important. I mentioned to you off air before the show that a lot of times, our seniors don't drink enough water, and they become dehydrated. And especially for our female seniors, the result of that is what they call a urinary tract infection, UTI. And it has a lot of the same symptoms of a dementia or an Alzheimer's diagnosis.
Does it really?
And it comes on real quick. And we get calls from people saying, Mom was great. Just last week she was driving and doing this and that. And to this week, she can't even, remember her name. And I think she has dementia. We need help. I said, okay, well, we can help, but first of all, you need to get her to the doctor. I think she's dehydrated. She probably has a urinary tract infection that causes you to become disoriented and confused and appear to be cognitively impaired, and that's not the case. They don't have dementia overnight.
Right.
They have a urinary tract infection. So make sure your loved ones stay hydrated, especially during the summer months, but even in the winter time. Our seniors don't drink enough water.
Get your loved one a Brita. I got one of those Brita pitchers. Yeah. It's like 40 ounces. I'm filling that thing up constantly. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
And that should be monitored. A senior's intake should be monitored on a daily basis to prevent dehydration.
Well, if you would like to learn more about the Comfort Keepers in-home care team, you can go to the website, comfortkeepers.com. Myles is serving the Santa Clarita and San Fernando Valleys, and you can contact him here in Santa Clarita, 661-287-4200. Again, that's 287-4200. If you or your loved one are based in San Fernando Valley, 818-360-1995. Again, 818-360-1995. Myles, thanks for coming in, man. Anything else?
I couldn't have said it better. Thank you.
All right. Myles, thanks for coming in. Appreciate your time, and always nice seeing you, dude.
Thanks, bud.
All right, 4:48, time for a quick break. Stay tuned. Traffic on the 8s coming up in 30 seconds.